Hey guys, if your goal is to get bigger, stronger legs or glutes, a common misconception is that you have to load a barbell on your back in order to do so. But the problem is a lot of people don't have the mobility to actually get into an optimal back rack position. So what that does is that puts a lot of unwanted stress on your back. So one of the best alternatives for increasing load to your legs and getting the most out of your squats is by performing Landmine Box Squats. I'm going to take you through 3 very common mistakes when doing this exercise and how to correct each of them. Number 1 is hip engagement. So a lot of people will start off the squat by first pushing their knees forward as opposed to pushing their hips back. One of the benefits of doing Landmine Box Squats is that it forces you into that hip initiation position. So you got to move your hips back first as opposed to pushing your knees forward first. So we get into the position here, have it right against your collarbone. So instead of starting the squat by pushing your knees forward like so and trying to stay upright, you'll notice my heels are coming up off the floor and I'm getting a little bit of hyperextension in my lower back. So to reverse that, you want to start it off pushing your hips backwards, sitting down into the box, and then driving back up. In terms of height, you want to box or bench ideally where your hip crease is in the same line as your knee or your thigh is parallel to the floor. One of the benefits of box squats is that it keeps you true to your form and it ensures that you're going to full depth throughout every single rep. So what you want to do is you want to imagine that the box to the bench is a body weight scale, and you want that scale to read about half of your body weight when you're sitting down. So instead of sitting down into the bench and relaxing and putting all of your weight backwards, you want to ensure that you're putting about maybe half of your body weight onto the bench. So you're keeping your hips engaged, you're keeping your core engaged, and you're able to drive up through the concentric phase of that squat effectively without putting too much pressure on your spine. So we go here, pick it up, push the hips backwards, put about half your body weight on, and then drive up, okay? A common issue across all squat variations, not just the Landmine Box Squat, is knee caving or valgus collapse, which looks like this. So you'll notice sometimes when people are lifting really heavy, they'll have a tendency for their knees to cave in. This is generally a weak and vulnerable position for the knees and the legs. So to eliminate that, you want to imagine that you're standing on a sheet of paper with both of your feet. And as you squat down and up, you're trying to rip the sheet of paper apart with your feet or spread the floor apart. This is going to keep your knees and your hips engaged in an optimal position and allow for a safer, stronger squat.